therapy. The study found that religious, lesbian, gay and bisexual people experience significant harm, with more than half reporting mental health issues and nearly a third saying they had attempted suicide. But despite government plans to end gay conversion therapy, it remains legal here in the UK. Vinnie Stevenson has been given first look at the figures.
I didn't know I was gay until my early 20s, when I first fell in love with a woman, and I really felt that that was sinful. I was ashamed of my desires. I thought they were ungodly and wrong. I wanted to be happy, loved and lovable, and I thought the only way I could do that was to go through conversion therapy. And frankly, it took me to a place where I was really wishing I wasn't alive.
Being gay and Christian felt unthinkable to Jane Ozanne. She spent more than 40 years desperately trying to reconcile her faith with her sexuality, turning to her church for gay conversion therapy in her 20s.
So I really believed that God would heal me. I just needed to find the right people to help me get healed.
You were involved in exorcisms?
Yes, plenty of exorcisms. People would pray for me and I would find myself gagging or choking. A couple of times I was violently sick.
Did you feel you could be gay and religious?
At the time, it felt like a death sentence, and I would and did do everything to try and change it. Many of our churches are teaching young LGBT people that they have to be single for life, they have to be celibate, that they have to change and transform themselves.
At her lowest point, Jane felt suicidal and desperately alone. She's now behind the first major study of its kind into faith and sexuality. Revealed exclusively to Channel 4 News, the research exposes that hundreds of people have not only received gay conversion therapy in the UK, but in many cases religious leaders were instrumental in forcing them to go through the process.
The church desperately needs to be far more proactive in recognising it's got a significant issue at grassroots level. The church knows it's got an issue. Every bishop knows it's got an issue. It just doesn't want to rock the boat on this. Well, not rocking the boat means that people's lives are being put at risk.
The study found significant harm was experienced by lesbian, gay and bisexual people of faith who'd been through conversion therapy. Over half were teenagers or children at the time. Nearly 60% suffered mental health issues as a consequence, with around a third saying they'd attempted suicide. Gay Christians we spoke to described a culture of homophobia which ran through the church. Today, the Bishop of Liverpool conceded religious leaders needed to do more.
Hundreds of religious people have been through gay conversion therapy. Some of them have felt suicidal. Will the church apologise?
I would say that we're really sorry that we've done that local Christians have done their best to help you, but we've not got it right. So if people bring their pain, we've got to recognise that pain, apologise for it, and make sure that it doesn't happen again. The worst thing we could ever do, and we're not doing this, but the worst thing we could do would be to try and cover things up. What we're saying is the churches have hurt people in the past, but we don't want to do it again.
In July last year, the government promised to ban gay conversion therapy, a practice condemned by human rights groups. However, it still remains legal in the UK. Teddy Prout was a young evangelical Christian when he was offered gay conversion therapy. Eventually leaving the church, he now offers support to those struggling with their sexuality from different faiths.
People who are subjected to beatings, subjected to hours and hours of ritualised practices in order to drive out the gay demon that is infested the person. Truly awful, awful things.
And where are you at now? Are you comfortable with being Christian and gay?
I'm unashamedly Christian and unashamedly gay. My faith is integral to me, and thanks to my faith I've come through what has been a very dark time and recognised that God loves me just as much as he loves everybody else, and that he celebrates my identity with him.
Now, just a quick word about